What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ATControl. Hopefully you guys are having a great day and a good week so far. Today we're heading back to the East Coast for episode number 5 here on Tower 3D Pro, and we'll be giving it a go at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch the prior episode, we were over on the West Coast at Los Angeles International Airport, which is in the top 5 of the busiest airports in the world, and I purposely saved Atlanta for today because it is the #1 busiest airport on the planet. I think it has somewhere in the neighborhood of 103 million passengers last I saw per year, which is absolutely craziness. I think that is so many people and so many flights. I don't know how they deal with it. It's just really out there, to be honest. I think they have one takeoff and landing every 45 seconds, which makes for really tight margins and a lot of movements. Craziness, absolutely craziness. The good thing is, though, that in real life they have multiple towers handling the movement, so it's not so crazy for them, but it will be for me here today. If you guys are not already on board with me, take a second, hit that subscribe button, and keep this channel going. I've been having a blast making these gameplays for you guys, and it seems like you're really enjoying them as well. This will be my first attempt at Atlanta here today, so don't hammer me too bad if I make some procedural mistakes, but definitely let me know if you see something that could work better for me on the next go-around. Also, I know this is the toughest airport in the game at the current time, so also let me know in the comments below if you've had any good success with it, if you're avoiding it outright just due to the difficulty, and if you're playing on 100% with it. I'm very curious on that. You guys have been awesome with your conversations in the comments so far on the prior videos, and it's been great interacting back and forth with you guys. Someone also asked me in the prior video to put in the description below where I got the game and also the add-ons that I'm using, so that's down there for you as well. As far as our plan of action today, it's a three runway arrival system using 8 left, 9 right, and 10 down here at the southern end of the airport. Our inner 2 runways of 9 left and 8 right will be our departures here today that are closest to the terminals. Landings will all come in here from the west, heading out to the east, and departures always in the same flow will be heading from a westerly side to the east side of the airport and on their way out. As always, I play on traffic density of 100% because I like the challenge and I think I can handle it. We'll see how that goes today. And our forecast will be clear for this first go-around just so I can get a good look at the airport. Time will be 1800 hours, which is 6 p.m. for all you non-military people out there. So let's go ahead and get loaded in and we'll talk about some of my plans for today. And I apologize in advance if I don't comment a lot during this gameplay, as I anticipate having more traffic to deal with than I have time for. So bear with me a quick second. We'll be right back to get started. Alright guys, we are back ready to get started here at Atlanta. We're going to give it our absolute best shot. This is going to be an absolute nightmare after a certain point, but I'm going to try to keep things moving, try to avoid as many weight penalties as we can. My goal is to not crash anybody into each other or take a disaster penalty. A few weight penalties is no big deal. Planes get delayed all the time, but this game seems to penalize you if you make people wait a little bit, so we're going to do the best we can with it. I hope I don't have any of those, but let's see what we can do. I think my plan of action today is going to be, I actually took off runway 10 here before we started. I don't want to deal with this taxiing down here, so we're just going to focus on the major part of the airport, which is all of this goodness right here. And if we get too backed up, maybe I'll turn it on and let some arrivals come in down there. But for the most part, we're going to stick on 9 right and 8 left as our arrivals and shoot everybody out of the airport on 8 right and 9 left. So go ahead, let's go ahead and get started, guys. I already gave the Southwest command before we got started, so he's pushing, and we'll see how we can do. Cross your fingers for me. Let's get it done. Delta 151, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 151.
And guys, this one's not going to be so visually awesome in the background. Focus a lot more on the ATR screen here for the ground radar so you can see what's going on. I'm not going to have enough time to watch departures and arrivals and so forth like we've done in our last videos. It's just not going to be feasible with the number of planes that we're going to have to deal with here today. So I do apologize if you came here to see that. Try another one of my videos where I do take a look at some of the planes, but this one going to have far too much to do. So, and just to give you a heads up, right where the Southwest is pushing out right now, there is eventually going to be a plane on this gate right here. There is a bug in the system.
Ground, Southwest 559 are ready to taxi.
That the developers have figured out, and if something goes here, I'm just going to automatically delete it, just so we don't have to mess with it at all. It's just a problem spot. I'm not cheating. It's just a known issue. Southwest 559er, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left, taxi via Lima, Southwest 559er.
Tower, Delta 1560 with you, runway 9 right.
Delta 1560, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Ground, Delta 151 ready to taxi. Runway 9 right cleared to land Delta 1560.
Delta 151, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 151.
Okay. So I'm going to basically use anybody on 8 left. I'm hoping they get
Tower,
off on
Delta 898 requesting push and start.
hoping they get off on Charlie Delta here, so we can just move them right down Foxtrot to their gates. Anybody off on 9 right? I assume they're going to come out here on Sierra Charlie or one of these high speeds, and we'll just take them down Delta Lima all the way
Tower,
across.
Delta 1458 requesting push and
I
start.
think that's going to be the plan of action here. Delta 1458, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left pushback approved. Delta 1458.
Delta 898, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left pushback approved. Delta 898.
Since we are going to be running parallels up here in the D-Bright display, like I said in my LAX and JFK videos, put the data tags down to the side of the airport where the plane is going to be landing. That way you know how much traffic that you're going to have to deal with at any one given time. And hopefully things up here on 8 left, they don't get too stacked up, but we've got a parallel that we have to deal with. But I think an easier route that we're going to try today as well is to not so much jam this up unless the plane is parking over here, but send them down Bravo,
Tower,
Victor,
Delta
Foxtrot.
1971 requesting push and
See
start.
if we can get some people in that way. So we're going to give it a go here today, guys. I'm going to make use of this Victor. I think there's a wingspan limitation to this taxiway as well, but I hope the game will tell us about that when we get close to that. So Delta 1971, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left pushback approved. Delta 1971.
Delta 151, wind is 129 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 129 at 1 knots, runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 151. Tower, Delta 2084 with you, runway 8 left.
Delta 2084, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 2084. Ground, Delta 1458 ready to taxi.
Delta 1458, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left taxi via Lima Delta 1458.
Okay.
Ground, Delta 898 ready to taxi.
Let the Southwest go by, and then we'll let him out of there.
Tower, Delta 26 requesting push and start.
Delta 26, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right. Extend upwind. What does that even... Delta 26, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 26.
Delta 898, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left taxi via Lima Delta 898.
He's going to be coming down this side here. I can already see the T is in the wrong position. Delta 151, you are out of here. Okay.
Tower,
Okay.
Southwest 256 with you, runway 9 right.
Southwest 256, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Runway 9 right cleared to land Southwest 256. Ground, Delta 1971 ready to taxi.
Delta 1971, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima. Delta 1971, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left taxi via Lima Delta 1971.
Ground, Delta 26 ready to taxi.
Delta 26, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Tower, Delta 1383 requesting push and start.
Delta 1383, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 26.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 1383.
Okay. Hope these guys don't run into each other over here. Yeah, you should be alright. You got plenty of room there. Plenty of room, plenty of room. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm just scoping out a little bit of strategy here.
Ground, Delta 1383 ready to taxi.
Delta 1383, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 1383.
Okay, you guys are moving. Everybody's looking good there. Delta 151, contact departure.
Roger, good day.
Tower, Delta 1407 requesting push and start.
Okay, yep, as soon as you get out from behind him there. Delta 1407, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Tower, AC5072 requesting push and start.
AC5072, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 1407.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. AC5072. Tower, Delta 2465 with you runway 8 left.
Delta 2465, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 2465.
So I'm just going to keep this arrival strip flowed all the way to the bottom. I'm not even going to worry about them after they get cleared in, because they're going to come in on the outside runways, and they're not going to interfere with any kind of departures, so we'll just let them be and do their thing. Hopefully we don't get a parking lot here on 9 left right from the start.
Tower,
I'm going to fire
Delta
off
1381 requesting push and start.
as many planes as I can. Delta 1458, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left cleared for takeoff Delta 1458.
Delta 26, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff. What?
Tower, Delta 1789er requesting push and start.
Delta 26, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 26.
Ground, AC5072 ready to taxi.
Ground, Delta 1407 ready to taxi.
Delta 1407, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 1407.
We're going to get your buddy out of there. Southwest 559er, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait Southwest 559er.
Delta 1560, taxi to the terminal via November Tango Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Tango Lima Delta 1560.
Send him this way for this
Tower,
one right now.
Delta 428 requesting push and start.
AC 5072, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel AC5072.
Who's this guy right here? Delta 1381, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 1381.
Tower, Delta 1107 with you runway 8 left.
Delta 1383, hold position.
Hold position Delta 1383.
I'm just going to let him get out of there. Delta 1789er, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Delta 1789er.
Let him going that way. Delta 428, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 428.
Delta 1107, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 1107. Tower, Delta 14 requesting push and start.
Delta 1383, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 1383.
Delta 14, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 14.
Ground, Delta 1381 ready to taxi.
Southwest 559er, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. Why does it quit talking right there at the end?
Ground, Delta 1789er ready to taxi.
Southwest 559er, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is
Thank you.
128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left cleared for takeoff Southwest 559er.
Delta 1971, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left line up and wait Delta 1971.
Delta 1407, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Delta 428 ready to taxi. Wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 1407.
Tower, Delta 109er requesting push and start.
Yeah, I gave him pushback. There he goes. Now he's moving. Delta 1789er, pushback approved.
Say again.
Delta 1789er, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left taxi via Lima Delta 1789er.
Delta 109, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Delta 109er.
Delta 1381, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 1381.
Delta 2084, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Ground, Delta 14 ready to taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 2084.
Delta 1971, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Southwest 2973 with you runway 8 left.
Delta 1383, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1971.
Delta 1458, contact departure.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait, Delta 1383.
Delta 26, contact departure.
Roger, good day.
Roger, good day.
Southwest 559er, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 1878 requesting push and start.
Southwest 2973, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Roger, good day.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land, Southwest 2973.
Delta 1446, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Tower, Delta 1446 with you runway 9er right. Runway 9er right cleared to land, Delta 1446.
Delta 10, nope, he's not ready yet. Delta 14, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 14.
Delta 2084, continue taxi.
Ground, Delta 109er ready to taxi. Continue taxi, Delta 2084.
Delta 428, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 428.
Delta 109er, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Delta 109er.
Delta 1560, continue taxi.
Say again.
Delta 1560, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 1560.
Delta 1407, contact departure.
Roger, good day.
Southwest 256, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima, Southwest 256.
Delta 1878, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 1878.
Delta 1383, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1383.
AC 5072, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait, AC 5072.
He's going down there. Let him go. He's going to push, come down here.
Tower, Delta 743 requesting push and start.
Delta 743, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 743.
Delta 89er 8, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 89er 8.
Delta 1971, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 116 requesting push and start. Roger, good day.
Delta 116, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 116.
Delta 2465, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Tower, Delta 768 with you runway 8 left.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Delta 2465.
AC 5072, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, AC 5072.
Delta 1381, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Ground, Delta 743 ready to taxi.
Delta 768, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait, Delta 1381.
Runway 8 left cleared to land, Delta 768.
Delta 1878, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Ground, Delta 1878 ready to taxi. Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Delta 1878.
Delta 743, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Tower, Virgin 104 requesting push and start.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Delta 743.
Tower, Southwest 2244 requesting push and start.
Ground, Delta 116 ready to taxi.
Okay, you're going to go down there. You're looking good there. You're going home. Virgin 104, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Virgin 104.
Delta 2465, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 2465.
Okay. Who's this guy over here? Delta 22 or Southwest 2244, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Southwest 2244.
Delta 1383, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1107, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 1107.
Tower, Delta 1862 with you runway 8 left.
Delta 116, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima Delta 116.
Delta 109, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff Delta 109er.
Ground, Virgin 104 ready to taxi.
Delta 1381, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff Delta 1381.
Okay. Delta 1789er, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait Delta 1789er.
AC 5072, contact departure.
Tower, Air France 681 requesting push and start.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 8908, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Tower, Delta 1267 requesting push and start.
Delta 14, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait Delta 14.
Virgin 104, runway 9er left, taxi via Delta Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Delta Lima Virgin 104.
Air France 681, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Air France 681.
And I gotta take some of these heavies down here on 9 left, because this 9er left is the only longer runway. This one up here is about 10,000 feet long. Can't handle all these big jets. Delta 1107, continue taxi. Delta 1107, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 1107.
Delta 1862, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Ground, Southwest 2244 ready to taxi.
Southwest 2244, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land Delta 1862.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima Southwest 2244. Tower, Delta 446 requesting push and start.
Delta 446, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 446.
Both going down there, that's good. Southwest 29er73, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Southwest 29er73.
Let you go. Delta 1446, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima Delta 1446.
Delta 1789er, wind is 126 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Southwest 120 with you, runway 9er right. Wind is 126 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff Delta 1789er.
Delta 14, wind is 126 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Delta 446 ready to taxi. Wind is 126 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff Delta 14.
Delta 1381, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 130 requesting push and start.
Delta 109, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Southwest 120, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Roger, good evening.
Runway 9er right, cleared to land Southwest 120.
Delta 1878, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Ground, Air France 681 ready to taxi.
Delta 428, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait Delta 1878.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait Delta 428.
Send
Tower,
you across
Delta
here.
1612 with you, runway 8 left.
You're not going there. Delta 1267, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 1267.
Southwest 29er73, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Southwest 29er73.
Where's he going here? Delta 446, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 446.
Delta 9er83, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Tower, Delta 9er83 requesting push and start.
Southwest 256, continue taxi.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 9er83.
Continue taxi Southwest 256.
Tower, AC 5107 requesting push and start.
Delta 1612, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land Delta 1612.
Okay, get you across. I'll let him go in front of him so he can get... He's going right there, he's done. Good, he's pushing. He's going across. Delta 428, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, Delta 428. Tower, Delta 1780 requesting push and start.
Delta 446, hold position.
Hold position, Delta 446.
Delta 14, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1789er, contact departure.
Roger, good evening. Tower, Delta 340 requesting push and start.
Air France 681, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Air France 681. Ground, Delta 1267 ready to taxi.
Tower, Delta 1136 with you runway 9er right.
Delta 446, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 446.
Delta 768, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot 2, Delta 768. Ground, Delta 9er 83 ready to taxi.
Delta 1267, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Delta 1267.
Delta 1878, runway... Delta 1878, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1878.
Delta 1136, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Runway 9er right, cleared to land, Delta 1136.
Where's he going? He's going in there. AC 5107, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. AC 5107.
Delta 130, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground,
Send a
8
couple
right,
guys
pushback
up that
approved.
way.
Delta 130.
Delta 9er 83, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 9er 83.
Delta 768, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 768.
Delta 1862, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Delta 1862.
Okay, well, you guys are going this way. You're looking good here. You, sir, are going all the way over there. That's fine. Delta 1446, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 1446.
Delta 428, contact departure.
Tower, AC 5219er requesting push and start.
Delta 1780, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 340, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 1780. Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 340.
Delta 446, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, AC 5107 ready to taxi.
AC 5107, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, Delta 446. Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, AC 5107.
Ground, Delta 130 ready to taxi.
Delta 130, taxi to the... Delta 130, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 130. Say again.
Delta 1878, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 1900 requesting push and start.
Delta 116, wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, good evening. Wind is 127 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 116.
Ground, Delta 340 ready to taxi.
Delta 1900, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 1900.
Tower, Delta 259er with you, runway 8 left.
Delta 340, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima, Delta 340.
Delta 259er, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land, Delta 259er.
Delta 9er 83, line up and wait.
Say again.
Delta 9er 83, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait, Delta 9er 83.
Let you go. Southwest 120, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima, Southwest 120. Ground, Delta 1780 ready to taxi.
Tower, Delta 1103 requesting push and start.
Delta 768, hold position.
Hold position, Delta 768.
Tower, Delta 72 requesting push and start.
Let these two guys get out of here. Delta 72, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 72.
Delta 1862, continue taxi.
Tower, Brickyard 4738 requesting push and start.
Delta 1780, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Continue taxi Delta 1862.
Delta 743, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left taxi via Lima Delta 1780.
Runway 9er left line up and wait Delta 743.
Ground, Delta 1900 ready to taxi.
Delta 768, taxi to the terminal via Echo Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot.
Tower, Delta 501 with you runway 9er right. Taxi to terminal via Echo Foxtrot 4 Foxtrot Delta 768.
Okay, or he's going to go over to Foxtrot 3, whatever he wants to do, I don't give a damn. Brickyard 4738, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Brickyard 4738.
Delta 501, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Ground, Delta 72 ready to taxi.
Delta 446, contact departure.
Runway 9er right cleared to land Delta 501.
Delta 9er 83, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Roger, good evening. Wind is 128 at 1 knots runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 9er 83.
Okay. He's going over there too. Delta 72, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 72.
He's going all the way down there. Delta 1612, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 1612.
Okay, he's going to go down there. Delta 1900, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 1900. Tower, AC 5182 requesting push and start.
He's going home. Delta 743, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 9er left cleared for takeoff Delta 743.
Who's this here? AC 5107, wind is 128 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 128 at 1 knots runway 8 right cleared for takeoff AC 5107.
Delta 130, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower, AC 5482 with you runway 9er right.
Delta 116, contact departure.
Runway 8 right line up and wait Delta 130.
AC 5482, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Roger, good evening.
Runway 9er right cleared to land AC 5482.
Virgin 104, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Ground, Brickyard 4738 ready to taxi.
Runway 9er left line up and wait Virgin 104.
Delta 1136, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Tower, Delta 520 requesting push and start.
Southwest 120, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima Delta 1136.
Continue taxi Southwest 120.
Tower, Delta 325 requesting push and start.
Delta 325, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 325.
He's going down.
Tower, Delta 2478 with you runway 8 left.
Brickyard 4738, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left taxi via Lima Brickyard 4738.
As soon as he goes across, he'll be good there. Who is this? Delta 520, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Delta 520.
Delta 1103, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 1103.
AC 5219er, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. AC 5219er.
Delta 9er83, contact departure.
Tower, AC 5569er requesting push and start.
Delta 743, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 2478, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Tower, Southwest 365 requesting push and start.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 2478.
Virgin 104, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots runway 9er left cleared for takeoff Virgin 104.
Ground, Delta 1103 ready to taxi. Ground, Delta 325 ready to taxi.
Delta 130, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 130.
Delta 72, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right line up and wait Delta 72.
AC 5569er, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. AC 5569er.
Delta 369er, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Tower, Delta 369er requesting push and start. Ground, 9er left pushback approved. Delta 369er.
Southwest 2244, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Ground, Delta 520 ready to taxi.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait. Southwest 2244.
Delta 325, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Tower, American 596 requesting push and start. Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 325.
AC 5219er, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Ground, AC 5219er ready to taxi. Runway 9er left taxi via Lima AC 5219er.
Delta 1612, continue taxi.
Ground, AC 5569er ready to taxi.
AC 5107, contact departure.
Continue taxi Delta 1612. Roger, good evening.
Delta 520, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left taxi via Lima Delta 520.
Delta 1103, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Tower, Delta 2334 requesting push and start. Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 1103.
American 596, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Tower, Delta 374 with you, runway 8 left.
Southwest 2244, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. American 596.
Delta 2599er, contact.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway
Delta
9er left, cleared for takeoff.
2599er,
Southwest 2244.
Delta 2599er, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 2599er.
Air France 681, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Ground, Delta 369er ready to taxi.
Delta 72, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait. Air France 681.
Delta 1900, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 72.
Delta 130, contact departure.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Delta 1900.
Virgin 104, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 374, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 552, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Delta 374.
Delta 501, taxi to the terminal via November, Delta Lima.
Runway 9er right cleared to land Delta 552.
Delta 1136, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via November, Delta Lima, Delta 501.
AC 5569er, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Continue taxi Delta 1136. Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel AC 5569er.
Delta 2599er, continue taxi.
Tower, Delta 9er 53 requesting push and start. Continue taxi Delta 259er. Tower, Delta 552 with you runway 9er right.
American 596, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Ground, American 596 ready to taxi. Runway 9er left taxi via Lima American 596.
Tower, Delta 9er 81
here.
requesting push and start.
Okay, as soon as he goes across, we'll send all these guys out. He's going home over here. Southwest 365, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Southwest 365.
AC 5182, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. AC 5182.
Southwest 2244, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Tower, Delta 1178 with you runway 9er right.
Air France 681, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. Air France 681.
Delta 1267, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait. Delta 1267.
Delta 1900, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1900.
Delta 325, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right line up and wait Delta 325.
Delta 72, contact departure.
Ground, Southwest 365 ready to taxi.
Delta 1178, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Roger, good evening. Runway 9er right cleared to land Delta 1178.
Tower, Delta 81 requesting push and start.
It's going all the way
Tower,
down there.
Delta 673 requesting push and start.
Delta 9er 81, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 9 or
It's going all
81.
the way down.
Tower, Delta 828 with you runway 8 left.
AC 5482, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima AC 5482.
Delta 369er, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left taxi via Lima Delta 369er.
Delta 2478, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 2478.
Delta 81, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 81. Ground, Delta 9 or 81 ready to taxi.
Delta 325, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Frontier Flight 1454 with you runway 9 or right.
Delta 1267,
Wind is 130 at 1 knots runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 325.
Delta 1267, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Say again. Wind is 130 at 1 knots runway 9 or left cleared for takeoff Delta 1267.
Delta 1103, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Delta 1060 requesting push and start.
Delta 1900, contact departure.
Runway 8 right line up and wait Delta 1103.
Delta 828, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Roger, good evening.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 828.
Frontier Flight 1454, runway 9er right, clear to land.
Ground, AC 5182 ready to taxi.
Delta 340, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er right cleared to land Frontier Flight 1454. Runway 9er left line up and wait Delta 340. Tower, AC 5243 requesting push and start.
Delta 953, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, Delta 81 ready to taxi.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Delta 953.
Delta 1103, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Brickyard 4731 with you runway 8 left. Wind is 130 at 1 knots runway 8 right cleared for takeoff Delta 1103.
AC 5502.
Tower,
Nope, you need
AC
to stay there.
5502 requesting push and start.
You need to stay there for a second.
Tower, Delta 1110 requesting push and start.
Delta 81, runway 8 right, taxi via Delta Foxtrot. Hotel.
Tower, Delta 2266 requesting push and start.
Runway 8 right taxi via Delta Foxtrot Hotel Delta 81.
Delta 501, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 501.
Send him across. AC 5569er, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right line up and wait AC 5569.
Delta 2478, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 2478.
Air France 681, contact departure.
Tower, United 410 requesting push and start.
Delta 325, continue.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 325, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1267, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Brickyard 4731, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Ground, Delta 953 ready to taxi. Runway 8 left cleared to land Brickyard 4731.
Tower, Delta 1277 with you runway 8 left.
Delta 953, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel Delta 953.
AC 5502, runway 8 right, taxi.
Negative. AC 5502.
AC 5502, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. AC 5502.
Delta 1103, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1277, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land Delta 1277.
Delta 340, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Delta 108 requesting push and start.
Delta 374, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Wind is 131 at 1 knots runway 9er left cleared for takeoff Delta 340.
AC 5182.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot Delta 374.
I'm gonna let him go. Let these two guys go. He's pushed. AC 5243, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left pushback approved. AC 5243.
Delta 552, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima Delta 552.
Delta 1780, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left line up and wait Delta 1780. Ground, AC 5502 ready to taxi.
AC 5569er, runway AC 5569er, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. AC 5569er. Tower, AC 5140 requesting push and start.
Delta 9er 53, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Delta 9er 53.
Delta 1780, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, AC 5100 requesting push and start.
Delta 673, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1780.
United 410, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 673.
AC 5182, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. United 410.
AC 5243, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima. AC 5182.
Delta 9er 81, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima. AC 5243.
Delta 374, continue taxi.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel. Delta 9er 81. Continue taxi. Delta 374. Tower, Southwest 1202 with you, runway 8 left. Ground, AC 5243 ready to taxi.
Tower, Delta 1102 requesting push and start.
Okay, Delta 1178, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima. Delta 1178. Ground, United 410 ready to taxi.
Delta 108, pushback approved, expect runway 9er left.
Ground, 9er left, pushback approved. Delta 108.
Southwest 365, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel. Southwest 365.
Delta 1110, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 1110.
Brickyard 4738, wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Delta 673 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4738, wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4738.
AC 5100, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Tower, Southwest 1618 requesting push and start.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. AC 5100.
Delta 953, wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 953.
Southwest 1202, runway 8 right.
Say again.
Southwest 1202, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Southwest 1202.
Delta 340, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 1221 with you, runway 8 left.
Delta 340, contact departure.
Say again. Say again.
Delta 340, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
AC 5569er, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1780, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1221, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Delta 1221.
Delta 81, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Ground, Delta 108 ready to taxi.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Delta 81.
Ground, Delta 1110 ready to taxi.
Ground, AC 5100 ready to taxi.
You're going that way, you're going right there. Delta 374, hold position.
Hold position. Delta 374.
Delta 828, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot. Delta 828.
Delta 1110, runway 8 right, taxi via Delta Foxtrot.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Delta Foxtrot. Delta 1110.
Delta 108, runway 9er left, line. Delta 108, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima. Delta 108.
Delta 520, wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Negative. Delta 108. Wind is 132 at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 520.
Delta 673, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima. Delta 673.
Frontier Flight 1454, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Tower, Frontier Flight 1532 requesting push and start.
AC 5502, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima. Frontier Flight 1454.
Delta 2266, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel. Nope,
Runway 8
nope,
right
you're
taxi
not.
via Foxtrot Hotel AC 5502.
AC 5100, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Negative. Delta 2266.
Runway 8 right taxi via Foxtrot Hotel AC 5100.
AC 5219, runway 9 left, line up and wait.
Tower, Delta 2055 with you runway 8 left.
Runway 9 left, line up and wait. AC 5219.
Delta 81, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 81.
Delta 81, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Delta 81.
Delta 2055, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Delta 2055.
Delta 53, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 319 requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4738, contact departure.
Roger, good evening. Roger, good evening.
You guys are all looking good there. Where are you going, guy? You're going in there. Delta 2234, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left. Delta 2334, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Delta 2334.
Delta 2266, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Tower, Southwest 481 with you runway 9 right.
Delta 374, continue taxi.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Delta 2266.
Frontier Flight 1532, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Continue taxi. Delta 374.
AC 5140, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Frontier Flight 1532.
Delta 828, continue taxi.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. AC 5140.
Delta 552, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 828. Continue taxi Delta 552.
Tower, SkyWest 4560 requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4731, taxi to the terminal via Foxtrot Hotel. Brickyard 4731, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Brickyard 4731.
Delta 1277, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Tower, Southwest 1457 with you runway 8 left.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot. Delta 1277.
Delta 1277, taxi to the terminal via Bravo Victor.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo Victor. Delta 1277.
Send him that way.
Ground,
Get him out of the
Frontier
way.
Flight 1532 ready to taxi.
Delta 981, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Tower, AC 5142 with you runway 9 right. Wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 981.
AC 5219, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Delta 2266 ready to taxi.
AC 5219, wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 131 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff. AC 5219.
Gotta go, buddy.
Negative. AC 5219.
Southwest 365, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Southwest 365.
Tower, Delta 2394 requesting push and start. Ground, AC 5140 ready to taxi.
Okay, he's going that way. Delta 2334, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Negative. Delta 2334.
Not ready to go yet.
Ground, Delta 2334 ready to taxi.
United 410, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel. United 410.
Delta 319, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 319.
Tower, AC 5110 requesting push and start.
American 596, runway 9 left, line up and wait.
Runway 9 left, line up and wait. American 596. Tower, Delta 393 requesting push and start.
Delta 520, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 81, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Southwest 481, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Tower, Delta 1328 with you runway 8 left.
Runway 9 right, cleared to land. Southwest 481.
Southwest 365, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Delta 319 ready to taxi.
Southwest 1457, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 365.
AC 5142, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Southwest 1457.
Delta 981, contact departure.
Runway 9 right cleared to land AC 5142. Roger, good evening.
American 596, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff, American 596.
AC 5502, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Delta 1237 with you, runway 9 right.
Frontier Flight 1532, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait AC 5502.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Frontier Flight 1532.
Delta 2334, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left, taxi via Lima, Delta 2334.
Delta 2266, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left, taxi via Lima, Delta 2266.
AC 5110, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. AC 5110.
Delta 1060, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Delta 1060.
Delta 2394, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Delta 2394.
AC 5219, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Brickyard 4731, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 4731.
AC 5482, continue taxi.
Continue taxi AC 5482.
It's going up the line there, that's good. Delta 319er, runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Foxtrot Hotel, Delta 319er.
Southwest 1202, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Southwest 1202.
Delta 1102, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Tower, Delta 1732 with you, runway 8 left. Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Delta 1102.
Ground, AC 5110 ready to taxi.
Delta 369er, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 369er.
Delta 1328, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land, Delta 1328.
Delta 1237, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Ground, Delta 2394 ready to taxi. Runway 9 right, cleared to land, Delta 1237.
Delta 1732, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Ground, Delta 1060 ready to taxi.
AC 5502, wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land, Delta 1732.
Wind is 130 at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, AC 5502. Tower, Delta 1159er with you, runway 9 right.
AC 5110, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9 left, taxi via Lima, AC 5110.
AC 5100, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait, AC 5100.
Southwest 365, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
American 596, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1221, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Delta 1221.
Delta 2055, taxi to the terminal via Charlie Foxtrot.
Tower, Southwest 445 requesting push and start.
Southwest 445, pushback approved, expect runway 9 left.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Foxtrot, Delta 2055.
AC 5243, runway 9 left, line up and wait.
Ground, 9 left, pushback approved. Southwest 445. Runway 9 left, line up and wait, AC 5243.
Southwest 1202, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Southwest 1202.
Tower, Delta 176 with you, runway 8 left.
Delta 393, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Delta 393.
AC 5243, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff, AC 5243.
AC 5182, runway 9 left, line up and wait.
Runway 9 left, line up and wait, AC 5182.
I need you to go up there. He's going. Southwest 481, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima, Southwest 481.
Delta 1060, runway 9 left, taxi via Lima.
Ground, Southwest 445 ready to taxi. Runway 9 left, taxi via Lima, Delta 1060.
watch these guys right here. AC 5100, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. AC 5100.
Ground, Delta 393 ready to taxi.
Okay, he's going to get home before the other guy. AC 5140, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Runway 9er left, taxi via Lima. AC 5140.
Delta 1102, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Negative. Delta 1102.
Delta 1102, runway 9er left, taxi via Lima.
Negative. Delta 1102.
Why? Oh, he's not ready to go yet. That's why. Ha ha! I got you.
Delta 1102 ready to taxi.
Delta 552, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 552.
AC 5502, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 369er, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Delta 1159er, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Runway 9er right, cleared to land. Delta 1159er.
Delta 176, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Delta 176.
Delta 110, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Tower, Delta 1626 with you, runway 9er right.
Delta 1110, runway 8 right.
Negative. Delta 1102.
Delta 1110, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Negative. Delta 1110. Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1110.
AC 5142, taxi to the terminal via November Delta Lima.
Tower, Delta 875 requesting push and start. Taxi to terminal via November Delta Lima. AC 5142.
AC 5182, wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 129er at 1 knots, runway 9er left, cleared for takeoff. AC 5182.
Okay, he's going.
Tower, Delta 1135 with you, runway 8 left.
Delta 673, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
Runway 9er left, line up and wait. Delta 673.
AC 5243, contact departure.
Say again.
AC 5243, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
AC 5100, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
All right, guys. So there we go. We reached
Southwest 9er 14 requesting push and
we
start.
reached the 1 hour mark. We did good. We only got 1 weight penalty right there at the end. No big deal. We made everybody through safely. Geez, that place is a nightmare. So with that, guys, I am going to call it a wraps. That is very stressful. My mind is a spaghetti mess right now. So thank you guys very much for joining me on this. I very much appreciate it. We're going to do Atlanta again. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a big puzzle, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. So if you did, hit that subscribe button, follow along with me, check out all my other videos, and check out the description for game details as well on how I play this and where I got all the information. So thank you guys once again. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and take it
Tower,
easy.
Delta 74 with you, runway 9er right.